We're gonna get straightened out and we're gonna do some fucking rock and roll here. And I got some more friends back there too, goddammit. Are you ready?
After spending several years as a lead vocalist and rhythm guitarist for the mid-70s hard rock band Montrose, Sammy Hagar began a solo career that produced several hits and made him an album rock favorite. Hagar became a true star once he joined Van Halen in 1985, but he'd been a popular hard rocker ever since his first album with Montrose. After giving up a boxing career, Hagar began singing in the late 60s, performing with various California bands including Skinny, the Fabulous Catillas, Justice Brothers, and Dust Cloud. During this time, he built up a solid reputation in the California hard rock scene. Former Edgar Winter guitarist Ronnie Montrose asked Hagar to join his band Montrose in 1973. Hagar recorded 2 albums with Montrose before going solo in 1976, taking the group's bassist Bill Church with him. Montrose drummer Denny Carmassi later joined Hagar's band along with keyboardist Jeff Workman. Hagar's self-titled Red album was his first chart entry. It eventually went gold. In 1979, he created a new supporting band featuring Workman, Church, guitarist Gary Pill, and drummer Chuck Ruff. This lineup played on Hagar's most popular solo album, 1981's Platinum Standing Hampton, this 1982's Gold 3-Lock Box, with only one member missing, drummer Ruff. It was replaced by David Louser. After 3-Lock Box and its number 13 hit single, Your Love Is Driving Me Crazy, Hagar played several shows with guitarist Neil Schon, bassist Kenny Aronson, and drummer Mike Shreve. The group recorded a live album under the name Hagar, Schon, Aronson, Shreve, HSAS, as well as a studio version of Procol Harum's A Whiter Shade of Pale. His 1984 album VOA contained the hit single I Can't Drive 55, which peaked at number 26.
Oh, this thing is running great. It's just running great. It's so smooth into the curves. And what'd you do, Claudio?
Yeah, I adjust the cast and camber and correct the tire pressure.
Oh, what a difference. Look out, Jack. Hey, get out of here. I'm driving it home. Come on, I'm gone. I'm gone. I'm out of here.
In 1985, Hagar replaced David Lee Roth and Van Halen. His first album with the group was 1986's 5150. Hagar released his last solo album in 1987, and the record was coined I Never Say Goodbye in an MTV contest. Hagar stayed with Van Halen throughout the remainder of the 80s and half of the 90s, and during that time the band had 4 other multi-platinum albums: OU812, 1988, For Unlawful Carnal Knowledge, 1991, Live, Right Here, Right Now, 1993, and Balance in 1995, before tensions began to surface between Hagar and the rest of the band. In the summer of '96, Hagar either quit Van Halen or was fired. The band had Roth return to sing 2 tracks on the Best of Van Halen Volume 1, before hiring former Extreme vocalist Gary Sharon as Hagar's replacement. The entire incident became a media sensation, ensuring that Hagar's '97 solo album Marching to Mars, his first in 10 years, would be greeted with much media-generated fanfare. It sold surprisingly well, peaking in the top 20 and re-establishing Hagar as a viable solo act. With a backing band called the Wabaritas in tow, consisting of guitarist Vic Johnson, keyboardist Jesse Harms, bassist Mona, and drummer David Louser, Hagar followed the success with Red Voodoo 2 years later. It too sold very respectably on the strength of the single Mas Tequila, just missing the top 20. Hagar's resurgence continued with 2000's 1013. Not For Sale arrived in 2003, followed by his first live album in 20 years, Live Hallelujah. Livin' It Up was released in 2006, while VOA was reissued the following year in deluxe format, courtesy of the newly launched American Beat Records. In 2008, Hagar released Cosmic Universal Fashion, his 11th solo album and first for Roadrunner imprint Loud and Proud Records. That same year, he debuted a new band, Chickenfoot, after jamming with Van Halen bassist Michael Anthony, guitarist Joe Satriani, and Red Hot Chili Peppers drummer Chad Smith. The supergroup released its self-titled debut album in 2009. The debut went gold, which was good enough to guarantee a 2011 sequel called Chickenfoot 3, despite its joking title. This was indeed their sophomore set. Hagar didn't abandon his Chickenfoot brothers for the 2013 album Sammy, Hagar and Friends. Each member, along with several other kindred spirits, showed up on this party-hardy 2013 LP. 2014's Light Roast saw the tireless Hagar and Wabos guitarist Vic Johnson gently tearing through some coffeehouse-ready versions of Hagar's classics, while 2015 saw the release of the live album At Your Service, the first album to be released under the moniker Sammy Hagar and the Circle, his newest touring incarnation featuring Michael Anthony on bass, drummer Jason Bonham, and guitarist Vic Johnson.